Now this one seems like I know somebody. You might too. That didn't believe anything he heard when it came to the word COVID. He just didn't believe anything. He showed you people going into the area of hospitals, such as the biggest, worst one in New York City, two of them. There's supposed to be an apocalyptic scene, according to CNN, MSNBC, ABC, CBS. They showed footage that looked crazy, except it came from a hospital in Italy. They corrected that and then used it again 2 weeks later. And then we had YouTubers going out to the hospitals, filming, live streaming, seeing absolutely nobody going into the hospitals. Oh, there's the waiting room. Nobody's in there either. Huh. So much for a apocalyptic scene. Bodies being buried. They've got an incinerator outside. They're bringing bodies. There's a picture of a forklift. Oh, there's a body in the thing. There's an island out the side of New York where they're putting these excess bodies. Okay, all right, guys, that's a weird drone footage. No one's even looking up at the drone. That sounds odd. And then the other day, President of Brazil, Bolsonaro, called it out. Go unearth some caskets of COVID patients we buried here. They did. They opened them, and there were no bodies inside. I showed it to you. It's a video. I'm not making a claim one way or the other. Okay? That same Brazil, members of parliament break into hospital that claim to have 5,000 infected and 200 deaths from COVID-19 and caught them red-handed, not one person. They have defrauded the world. So I have a friend who's speaking with someone who knows Portuguese quite well. And she's telling me, I can read you the translation just in case anyone wants to know for sure what's being said, whatever. And then I'll show you the video. In the first half, the men are claiming that they're going to get into the hospital no matter what. And that the guard doesn't have legitimacy to stop them since it's a public building paid for with tax money. Once they're in, quote, this is why they wouldn't let us in, says somebody. It's not even ready. In other words, the hospital's not even finished being built. Such a coward act towards the citizens, he said. Our governor, not the president, the governor of this particular province or state in Brazil, our governor is a thief. You are all corrupt. This hospital should have been delivered in April. The man in the red shirt then says, I can let you in, but not the guards. The man in black. Then why don't you come and talk to me? Are you running now? You're a thief. You're a criminal. In the last segment, he talks about how the building is basically a front for tax money theft and that people should understand that the governor is a thief. Quote, when they steal from healthcare, they not only steal money, but our lives too, she said. This is way too common in Brazil for it to happen at least. To have a patriot storm in the building and confront these rats is something that started to happen after the corruption scandals in 2014 and Bolsonaro's increase in popularity mid-2016 and on. It was Bolsonaro who said, unearth those graves, those coffins. They opened them up. I showed you that video the other day. They were empty. And then I asked her, so there's no COVID patients, like, right? I want to understand. So she asked the guy. There was no patients at all. None. Apparently, the government had said that hundreds were hospitalized there, which was a lie. Just some staff, as per the video. In other words, that's all you see. None of these people. Probably some city bureaucrats too, but the hospital isn't even open. Thank you. Okay, you're welcome. So that's someone who understands the language very well, who is a Brazilian. She said, I asked my Brazilian friend to translate that video on COVID. And I said, does that mean there's still not any COVID patients or what? And she double checked. Let me ask him. Because here's what he said. Let me ask him that specifically. And then he just said what I just told you. Now, let's watch the video together.
Eu vou entrar. Que barra agora? Que barra agora? Cadê o armário? Vem comigo. Quem não quer deixar eu entrar no hospital? Vem cá. Entra comigo aqui. Agora eu vou entrar. Jesus, deixa ninguém chegar perto de mim, ninguém. E se chegar, toma todo o procedimento, vou caminhar pra delegacia. Se ficar aqui, eu vou caminhar pra delegacia. Mete o pé. Ouviu? Você quer ir pra delegacia? Você quer ir pra delegacia? Você não precisa abrir o portão. Não precisa abrir o portão. Você tá fazendo sacanagem. É o quê? Aqui é privado? Aqui é ladrão, rapaz. Só tem bandido aqui, rapaz. Campo privado aqui. Isso aqui é obra pública. É dinheiro do povo. É dinheiro do povo, rapaz. É dinheiro do povo. E me barra pra você ver. Me barra pra você ver.
Quem é isso aí, cara? Se não é privado, esquerda.
Ninguém fala nada. É aqui todo mundo. Vamos lá. Essa é por isso que não queria deixar eu entrar, gente. Ó, isso aqui é pra inaugurar hoje.
Look at this place. It's not even kind of complete.
Uma covardia da população. Ladrão, governador safado. Ladrão, empresariados. Você é corrupta. Por isso que não queriam deixar o deputado entrar. Isso aqui era para estar sendo inaugurado desde o dia 13 de abril. Olha o estado disso aqui. Olha isso aqui. Aqui, botaram para entrar. Eu tiro aqui e entro. Não, calma aí. Ninguém me respeitou. Ninguém me respeitou. Tu que deixou eu entrar. Agora
Vamos começar o show.
bora.
O senhor pode entrar, segurança não. O senhor pode entrar, segurança não importa que eu
Então cala a boca, não fala comigo. Cala a boca, pô. Então vem cá falar comigo, pô. Vem cá falar comigo. Vai correr, vai correr. Ninguém me responde, seu merda. Você é um ladrão, ladrão. Bandido! Tem que ser preso. Ladrão tem que ser preso. Ainda mais roubando dinheiro da saúde. Porque quando rouba dinheiro da saúde, não estão roubando só dinheiro, não. Estão roubando vidas. Estão roubando vidas. As pessoas não estão tendo o direito de lutar pela sua vida porque não tem um hospital pronto. Ainda fica uma pessoa de baba-ovo ali defendendo o governador. Quem defende bandido é bandido como tal. É bandido como governador. Obrigado aí por estar acompanhando aí a nossa live, por ter acompanhado a nossa fiscalização.
Só para resumir, deputado, não tem EPI.
Não tem EPI. Não tem. Ó, sabe quantos respiradores tem aqui, pessoal?
Well, there you have it, folks. 2 times in Brazil, we had the African nation of Tanzania, president of that nation. I showed you that video. It was a news article from across the way. The guy was giving a speech telling you what happened. And he said in his nation of Africa, he sent off an emu sample, COVID test kit sample of emu, a papaya fruit, and a couple other things. One of those was engine oil. Motor oil. All 3 came back positive for COVID. I don't suppose you might think the media right now, who's starting to push second wave's coming, second wave, is going to have their hands full in the near future. Now, I listened to an updated look-see video from Penny Kelly today on her Patreon. And she confirmed, she goes, I didn't see Joe Biden as the contender in November. He's not even there. He won't be the guy. She said, I think I saw 2 women. So I thought, well, maybe does that mean vice president and president, 2 women, or 2 women contenders and one of them wins? Or what does that mean? Because if it's by November, they have to already have decided by then. You know. So at any rate, Biden is going away. Penny Kelly has confirmed it. And I actually spoke to her on the phone today. I had a nice conversation with her about a few things. But she mentioned too about the second wave. She goes, I don't think people are going to basically buy it. Too much going on. You know, it's okay for you to stay home. You can stay home. You can't do a funeral. Can't go out. Don't go to the beach. Oh, we're locking the parks. Can't take your kids to the parks. No more. 6 foot, people. 6 foot social distancing. Everywhere I go, I look at the effing floor. 6 feet. 6 feet. Social. We practice social distancing. 6 feet. 6 feet. It's utter nonsense, as far as I'm concerned. The whole damn thing. Everything. The fake mainstream media. All of it. But she said that to me, well, in the video about Joe Biden. I was like, oh, well, if she's seeing it now, it's over. My mom's going to get that one. That's a win in J-Snip for mother's hat. And she talked about it, several things. And It was about an hour-long video. It was worth watching. You know, of course, it was a Patreon only. Maybe she'll let it go public at, you know, a few days from now, or sometimes she does that, so I don't really know. But it was definitely an interesting video. Very, very interesting. And Democrats are going to have their hands full. But she's like, you know, doesn't mean the Republicans are just going to easily not have their hands full. They're going to have their hands full for other reasons. And I thought, yeah, probably dealing with all the Democrat crap. But who knows? So, anyways, I'm just presenting you information that I'm finding on the internet. I'm not trying to have you believe one way or the other, or one thing or not. But this whole coronavirus thing, it's not looking real good. If you got any friends who just don't see what's going on, maybe share this video with them, or just simply share the link that I put in the description to the Twitter page that shows this. Now, you might want, if they don't understand Portuguese, Brazilian language, maybe show my video, because I read literally word for word what her contact, who is a Brazilian, told her this guy said. And the guy in the red shirt, the guy in the black shirt, then he says this. And maybe they would like to know, oh, that's what was said. Because those, oh, well, this is just another, I don't understand the language. That could mean anything. Oh, no. This is what he said, you know. So, maybe you should just share the video that I'm doing. On that note, take care.